Hey, what's up guys? This is Astranox, showcase of Choux in Arena in Champion League. So the team at the table is the one I'm going to be using. I will be switching some heroes in that team. Let me first show you her stats, her gear. She's at plus 15 skill ups. She is a bruiser. I have her on pretty high health, but it's about high crit chance and crit damage. So I have her own artifact as well, so she can cycle faster, more CR throughout the whole fight. That is her stats. Over 20,000 health, almost 200 speed, crit chance 91%, and crit damage 308%. So if she's able to do decent damage or good damage, like we'll be able to, I'll be able to showcase that in this video because, I mean, her offensive stats are quite high, right? So that is her skills, plus 15 skill ups. The anti-crit buff that she applies to the whole team is very good for survivability increase throughout the fight. More speed on her means a higher uptime for the rest of your teammates, so that is good. And immunity for herself for 2 turns means that if you have, you know, a cleanser, I'm going to be using Holiday Euphine first. The speed is tuned already, so she doesn't need to be built with high effect resistance, something like that. Anyways, that's not how I'm going to be building her. She does penetrate defense 30%. When you have 5 focus, focus is built with skill number 3 focus here, and skill 1. So you could have her on a counter set. She's going to be building focus faster, but if you have her on a faster build, on a speed set, you're going to be able to go more often, meaning you're going to be building focus quite fast. It's not going to be random, right? So you're not going to be basing your focus generation on luck. So it's way more consistent having her on a speed set. But that's the way I prefer things. Like my Remnant Vial is on a speed set as well. So that is her gear right here. This was on my Fawn Cecilia. This was on my Spectre Tenebria. This was on my Fawn Cecilia, Spectre Tenebria. This was on my Apocalypse Ravi, and this was temporarily on my Green Bellona for some reason. But yo, these stats, the crit damage and the health is just sick for her. So I'm glad where her stats are. Now for the damage, it needs to be tested. She's able to cycle through her kit quite fast because she's getting 20% CR from skill 1. So if you have her on a counter set, since she does have 20% CR push, that is actually pretty good. So I would say that because of that, I would say she is she might perform better than a hero like let's say Remnant Vad on counter, because you could get lucky and things could go pretty crazy. She's going to be able to cycle very fast even if she doesn't have that much speed. So you're not going to want to build her too fast. Yeah, I don't know, 180 speed to 200 speed maybe, something like that. It really depends on the rest of your team, where you are in terms of progression, your gear level and all that. Other heroes I'll be bringing with her: Holiday Euphine, that's her stats, showcased her before on a burn build with the Junkyard Dog. And other heroes I will be bringing: Fawn Cecilia, so she's on a tanky build. Effectiveness is not as high as I would have hoped. Not on a bruiser build. Crit damage is, well, not high. Or just maxed out. Rule of Light for sustain, revive. She's my lifeline. She's always great. Who else will I bring? General Purgus for the constant CR push on this exclusive equipment. He is skilled up, so it definitely helps. Troublemaker Crozet, well, if I do bring him, that's his gear. I'm trying this exclusive equipment for now. I usually have the CR push one, and he's got skill ups. He's definitely a stun machine. If you haven't seen him before, you can check my showcase. All these heroes I'm going to be bringing, I showcased them before. If not, well, they're part of my other showcases. Angelica, I'll bring her even though she does have immunity, and you know, Choux already has immunity in her kit, but it's about the rest of the team too, right? So if you want to heal a team that has high health, it would be better if you have a healer, a Soul Weaver that heals based on the target's max health, like Angelica Montmorency. But I'm not going to be bringing her. I don't even have her built on account number 2, even though I should. That's my bad. But I like to just build heroes like 1 per account so I can showcase them, but I should definitely work on that. Shooting Star Akatis, if I do bring her, that is her stats. She's actually quite powerful, very good after her buff, and I definitely want to skill her up later on. So yeah, these are the heroes I'll be bringing. So let's see how Choux performs in a Champion League arena, and I'll give you my thoughts, my review about Choux at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let us know in the comment section if you pulled for Choux. Are you going to pull for Choux because you saw this showcase and you're like, oh yeah, that she fits my roster, right? So I think her playstyle is gonna fit right in. Or maybe it's like, oh man, the damage is not so high enough. I don't feel like I'm gonna have a spot for her. I don't have the gear for her, the Mola, and better save for limited heroes, guys. Like if you don't have 605 Covenant Bookmarks for 121 pull, you never know, they might release some limited hero. So you gotta be you gotta play it safe. All right, that's it for the talking. Let's go in the arena and test her out and see what kind of damage she does and can she support the team. Let's start it off here with this team composition. How much damage can she deal against Remnant Vault? Remember, I have her on 300% critical hit damage, well over that, so it's not super high health. She won't be able to deal super high white damage, you know, like when she's missing. So I don't think she can one-shot Remnant Vault, but let's see it in action. So, did you guys pull for her? Did you try her out? Well, maybe after this video you will want to pull, or maybe you will not want to pull. Let's see. And so I'm gonna be starting with skill 3, right? Let's get the anti-crit buff going, and that's good. It will cut their damage output since we're going first because of Holiday Euphine. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be helpful. Okay, this is a really tanky team. Holiday Euphine will start to deal some pretty solid damage. I don't know why I attacked him, but I did. Skill Nullifier is gone now. Her artifact just triggered, by the way. So he did land a crit on Ruel. That's a very powerful buff. DN has that buff. You know, Troublemaker Crozet can apply to certain class that buff. And it's very strong. It's very strong. So let's deal with the skill nullifiers here and potentially land some burns. Okay, well, there's no 5 focus just yet, but let's see that damage, man. Oh my god. What was that? She hit for nothing. 2,500. What was that damage? Okay. I mean, it's not a crit, right? I need to land a crit, so we should probably try that out. But, you know, try to one-shot an evasion-based hero, that doesn't look possible. Doesn't look possible, guys. Yes, there is Fawn Cecilia. He had barrier. Did he? Or it was gone, actually, because Holiday Euphine went already. So let's try her damage versus Fawn. That was after barrier. Let's try to heal up here. My god. We'll see that damage breakdown too at the end, like versus Holiday Euphine, which she does a lot of damage. Like, not gonna lie, after testing her on the burn build, like she's able to do a lot of damage. And my auto team is Holiday Euphine plus Remnant Violet and Angelica and General Purgus or Ruel of Light. Like I use that team to auto pretty much all the time. It works okay, nothing crazy though. Okay, look at the burn damage. It's just crazy here. Okay, she's at 5 focus now. Choux is at 5 focus. Can we make something happen with this hero? Can we? Here we go. Let's do the S2 with the Soul Burn against Remnant Vault. No crit. 4,109 damage. Woo! Okay, so let's say she was at 30,000 health. That means 6,000 damage on a miss. 6,000 damage on a miss. That is very low considering she penetrates defense. And that was a penetrate. You see the burn of Holiday Euphine dealt more than that. That's just a burn, man. We'll see her damage breakdown. We'll see it. So, if this hero is meant to cycle fast because of the 20% CR push on skill 1, and she's supposed to just apply this anti-crit buff on your team as fast as possible to increase your team survivability, that could be her role. And then the skill 2 could just be for that extra bit of damage. Nothing insane. Well, it's definitely low. But let's try her out in some other battles. Like, Holiday Euphine does a lot of damage. She's fast, high attack, the burns. She dealt, I can't say she didn't deal any damage. Look at Choux versus the Remnant Valet. There's that. And she's very tanky. You can't just take her out straight off the bat. So she dealt damage. So she's there to be that hybrid, like support damage dealer. But I need to test her more. I'll give you guys my thoughts as I go along here. So I brought Angelica on this one because I love to pair her with Holiday Euphine. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. The problem is that ML can here. I'm not at max health. Okay, I didn't crit him. He didn't trigger the counter. Okay, we're good now. Let's buff up and see what we can do. Unfortunately, this immunity for herself will not come into handy just yet. We already have immunity on herself. Okay, damage on skill 3 is low. And skill 2 damage, well, it's low as well. But let's just test it out, right? Let's test it out. So here I can actually deal with the skill nullifier, which is perfect. We got the counter. Is he gonna crit him? Yeah, he did. Anti-crit buff didn't work there. So I just want to keep on applying pressure and, well, hope for the best here. Nice burn. Okay. Do I want to save 5 focus this time. And yeah, so let me just attack Fawn and Cecilia. I'll leave ML for a bit later here. I could S2, and I guess I will. We do have immunity, don't have to worry about that. Anti-crit seems to have worked pretty well there. Take that skill nullifier. Still one more. Let's attack her. Okay. Somehow didn't land the crit. Oh my god, those burns. That was pretty sick right there. Stun? Nope. Okay. I have it, right? Let's go against... I don't have the anti-crit buff. Let's not go against ML. Let's go versus Fawn and Cecilia. My god. How did I not land a crit? What? What's wrong with her? Like, her crit chance is so high. It's 90% something. Well, it's okay. I can still use S2. But, I mean, I wanted that crit to go off because there's that big crit damage. Okay. Well, with General Purgus, there's the CR boost of Purgus and the CR boost of her artifact when she receives a non-crit. So that's nice. Oh my god. That ML just went, he went crazy there. Am I gonna outspeed him? Yeah, I mean, we're getting that CR push here. Is that gonna be enough? Oh my god. He is destroying my team. That's okay. Purgus is gonna be the one being attacked. Heal, please. I need a healer that heals based on the target's max health, like Angelica Montmorency. Do I just do it? Is she gonna take him out? Yeah, she's gonna crit him this time. Okay, 10,000. Over 9,000, baby, over 9,000. So, for a Bruiser, this dealt more damage because... Wait, she was not a 5 focus, so it would have been higher. So if you do S2 back-to-back, it's not insane burst. Like, you need to rely on the second S2, but, like, you can take out someone. If they're not able to heal, if you're using this when the enemy is, you know, they have their healing skill on cooldown, you could plan for it, and it can definitely work pretty well. But, yeah, you do have to build her with crit and high crit damage and, like, 20k health. I mean, it doesn't have to be 20k, it can be like 18k, whatever. But you can do it, you can do it. The anti-crit buff, like, you put that to good use, and it seems to work fine. Works fine. Here the damage, once again, it is like 2/3 of Holiday Youth Fiend's damage. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Nothing insane. There were some non-crits as well to keep in mind. And Holiday Youth Fiend was really lucky with the burns. Yeah, sometimes were like really good to land those burns. Okay, here I'm going for more healing because they have Arbiter Vildred. So this happened. This unfortunately happened. That's an issue with her artifact, pushing herself ahead with my Holiday Youth Fiend. That messes things up. I should change her artifact. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna be using skill 3 just yet. We can stabilize here. We should push ahead unless there's Idol's Cheer. Oh, no, they don't have that. They don't have Soul Weaver. Oh, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Let me heal Holiday Youth Fiend just so she gets... Well, I could have gotten it actually with Angelica. I don't know why I was so worried. Whatever. Really want that evasion to kick in. Okay, when I get that anti-crit buff, it's gonna be way easier to sustain the team. So here it is. That's pretty cool animation. Okay, start dealing some damage. Don't have to worry about having an attack buffer in the team because she has greater attack buff. This Holiday Youth Fiend. So that's nice. Should probably the cleansing is not so good because yeah, her artifact definitely was an issue there. I will wait out. So far so good. Oh yeah, Bazaar is gone. It's too much triple burns. God. Okay. I could let's try Fallen Cecilia here. Hey, 12.5k. It's not bad. I mean, it's not terrible. It's definitely not a hero to use for one shots. So, I mean, I think you guys got it. It's really about that 5 focus back-to-back S2. That's like with my stats, that's over 20,000 in damage. Okay, now that's really risky here. I have to attack him. Okay, no soul burn, and I'm going to S2 herself. Choux can go down, it's okay. But if Arbiter takes her out, that's a problem. Because he's gonna S3 again, and then when he goes down, that's another S3. So I gotta be careful with all that. The push here is gonna be perfect, actually. Oh wait, is he going down? Oh god. Well, Choux going down. No greater attack buff. Wish I had the anti-crit right there. Let's stabilize this. Let's bring her back. That's exactly why I brought Ruel. I knew that it could get crazy. No, Alexa's basket on Arbiter Vildred is very dangerous. Let's just get the anti-crit buff. So, what is her damage going to be? Like half of what Holiday Euphine dealt? Yeah, like that's pretty much what it was. I had a feeling that's what it was going to happen. Yeah, look at Arbiter Vildred, right? Like, he just deals a crazy amount of damage. If Seaside Bellona wasn't here, she would deal a crazy amount of damage. But, I mean, you can't compare Choux to Seaside Bellona and Arbiter Vildred. They are on different leagues, right? So I switch her artifact to Draco Plate. And other viable artifacts for her, Durandal is a solid one. I would say that Astranox's Wrath, I mean, to get a bunch of crit chance, stacks 20 times for longer battles, you can get a lot of value out of that artifact, actually. And other viable options, of course, Snow Crystal, it just doesn't work so well with Holiday Euphine. Secret Sight, you could be using that to get some leech, potentially. And maybe Hell Cutter would be a, you know, an easier to obtain version, versus Astranox's Wrath, right? Strike Gauntlet could be useful. Crimson Seed if you have her quite fast. You could have Timeless Anchor if she's built slower. So yeah, Sepulchrum if you want to increase her tankiness as well. Okay, let's try out Shooting Star Akatis. See if we can stabilize here. Double dark damage dealers. So this was a ton of damage versus Ruel, actually. This remnant is quite insane. I do not have a barrier. Let's see here. Oh god. Did ML can? No, he didn't. Okay, good. Let's get that anti-crit buff going. So they use their things. The issue is that this anti-crit is not working too well. And okay, so let's wait it out. Let's wait it out for the heal, because I can balance the health of herself and someone else. I want to wait it out a bit. It's gonna have to be quite soon though. What? Oh my god. What if there's a counter from ML Ken? She's going down. Oh boy. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna be using my revive. Oh, the anti-crit buff right there. The burn taking out Valid was beautiful, and I want to S3 herself. Yeah, I mean I can do that. I mean S3 Holiday Euphine. And I'll balance the health of Shooting Star Akatis with Choux. And I'm not ready to do that on MLK. I'm gonna do it on Fawn. Okay, almost 12,000. Draco Plate helping with the damage. And let's just balance here. I could also S2, but it's okay. Because there is Falconer Clury that can strip. It's going pretty well. Burn, baby, burn. Then this can just go on Ruel. Doesn't matter. She can't go down. Here comes the strip. Well, there's nothing on her but the defense break. Doesn't matter as long as you're baiting elements with different elements. You're all good. Okay, the S2, I'm not sure if it's ready. I think there's still a 1 turn cooldown. Because I used it not long ago. Ouch. Oh, it is ready. Okay. Let's go on ML again. Wow, 16,000. 16,000 damage. That's pretty good. I guess his defense is lower, of course, compared to who I've been attacking before. I've been attacking Fallen Cecilia before, and she might have had a like high defense. So it's definitely not bad. I need to try her against squishier heroes and see what kind of damage she can do. Like herself plus 2 supports and Guild Wars. That could be pretty sweet. Yeah, she dealt quite a bit of damage here. Quite a bit of damage. Draco Plate is helping, and she wasn't like, I don't know, stunned or whatever here. She did pretty good, and instead of using her skill 3, I used skill 2 as well with the soul burn, so there's that as well. Oh god, Tenebria is going first. I mean after Cerise. This is rough, man. Oh god. Good lord, the damage. The damage is crazy. I wish I had soul burn for Ruel here. Well, we definitely need that anti-crit buff. But will it be enough? Don't know about that one. Okay, so I will heal Angelica. Revive all the Euphine. It's not looking so good, huh? Oh, she went down. That's not good. The D-break. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do this here. Can we come back from this? This is quite ridiculous. So Arbiter, if he goes down, that's a big problem. What about Tenebria? Nice crit. There she goes. Heal up. Do I bring back Holiday Euphine? That seems risky because American's on attack buff. I think she's just gonna go down so easily. She's gonna trigger him and still have the invincibility, I think. Whatever, let's try it, man. Like, if I don't have her, like, the damage is not gonna be high enough to deal with this team composition, I think. But I can stabilize. Prime is Arbiter. I didn't tap him, like, I didn't, like, kill him yet. Good lord. Attack buff. Well, hope that I evade or I don't crit him. He doesn't trigger the counter. Okay. Come on, evade. Nice, evade. Ruel though. Ruel is having some problems, huh? No heal left, right? Oh, there is, okay. Might have been Prophetic Candlestick doing some wonders. Nice, he's out of the equation now. Can stabilize quite easily at this point. Well, let's do some big damage versus American. There we go, no attack buff on him now. Hey, 15.8, almost. Oh, he goes down from the burn at this point. Heal back up and we're good. So I mean, she definitely needs a thick team. Like, you need to... Oh, that's not cool. Oh wait, I can just S2, it's okay. Yeah, you definitely need a team that is very tanky and, you know, have some sustain. Or you could go like full Bruiser setup. Like, you know, 2-3 knights, bring her in there, and you know, have a bunch of AoE attacks. And like I said, like, you can just take out some squishy heroes like that. You can take a lot of squishy teams, especially if you can get that anti-crit buff going. Like, you're gonna be getting a lot of well, effective health. Your effective health is gonna be increasing, assuming they're not landing their crits. You're going to be able to just increase your whole team's survivability by quite a bit. The immunity on herself is also nice, so you don't have to bring someone... I mean, maybe the other heroes have high effect resistance, and she is built on, well, more for damage or something like that, or a good balance of, you know, offense and health, some defense maybe, but she seems to be working all right. She's not game-breaking, but... she's a niche hero. I think like she can definitely fit in quite a few teams though. Okay, so my review for Choux after my testing in the arena. I can tell you that Choux can definitely fit in a few teams. She's quite tanky. She deals some okay damage. It's nothing insane. The skill 3 doesn't deal that much damage, but the skill number 2, I was surprised. I've seen some 16,000 damage hit with the soul burn, and that's with penetrate defense, you know, 50%. That was against Angelica. So against squishier heroes with not too much defense, you're able to deal some pretty solid damage with that skill number 2. And the fact that you're going to be able to reset this skill and use it again, that's definitely a solid amount of damage. Like, you are going to be able to just take out a tanky hero, assuming they don't have any sustain coming in between both S2s. So that is good news. The skill number 3 doesn't deal that much damage. I've seen damage between 3,000 and 6,000, I believe. Depends on how tanky the heroes are that you're hitting them with the skill number 3. And if you have her paired with, you know, another Bruiser that has an AoE attack, like let's say Alencia or Fallen Cecilia, or maybe even both, you're going to be able to just potentially just take out a team of squishy heroes like cleavers or something like that. If you're able to get that anti-crit buff going, the faster you apply it, the better, because you're going to be able to increase the survivability of your team by quite a bit, assuming you are lucky, but that's still a 50% critical hit reduction for the enemy team. So that is very, very strong if they cannot remove it. I would say that you should wait for the 5 focus for this thing, unless you are in dire need of taking out someone ASAP and you know that the damage you're able to do is going to be enough, maybe with the soul burn, maybe without the soul burn. And yeah, I've seen 16,000, almost 17,000 damage with this thing. And if you use it again, I mean, if you do have the souls for the soul burn twice, then that's definitely going to be able to take out almost anyone. Maybe not like a really, really tanky hero with defense buff. If they got like Adamant Shield, like, I mean, Dark Corvus, you might not be able to double tap him with this thing twice. But heroes that might have lost some health, talking about like some really tanky heroes, like she might be able to do it against not so tanky heroes. To be honest, like throughout the fight, she's able to deal some decent damage. Nothing is crazy, but you really have to think about the anti-crit buff. Like if you're not going to be putting this to good use, if you're going to be using her in a speed team that like just wants to like cleave the enemy team, that's not going to work. You need to bring her with some tanky heroes. You need to have maybe some sustain in there, and you need to go for the long battle, and you will find a window. You will find your opportunity to soul burn S2 at 5 focus and do it again. You could be able to take out 2 heroes that are not that tanky, but maybe you dealt some damage to them already, and in 2 turns you might be taking 2 big threats, you know, with this thing. And you definitely have to take it slow with this hero. She's not gonna be a hero to just like one shot the enemy team, one shot one hero there, another hero there. No, you have to really use that anti-crit buff. And yeah, I mean that cycling with the 20% CR is definitely nice. I would say that her artifact is not required. It is pretty nice. I mean, if you get lucky and they don't crit you too much, it really depends. If you are using her in Guild Wars, then you can bait Earth supports to attack her. Or even damage dealers. She could tank quite well depending on the build. If you're going with high health, or if you're going crit damage, you know, health and speed, or crit damage, health. It really depends on what build you're going with. So of course, if you go with health percentage on the boots, she's going to be able to deal more damage per hit. So I want to try her out with something like that later on. But I just tried her with this setup and it was working pretty well. Her memory imprint, crit chance is very good for self memory imprint. I wouldn't use unknown slates on her. I mean, I would say that limited heroes or ML natural 5-star heroes are preferable for unknown slates. But the effect resistance can come in handy for your team if you're going to be pairing her with, you know, maybe some knights with high effect resistance, or soul weaver or soul weavers. You're going for a total battle, like a long battle in world arena or something like that. Yeah, I mean, you could be using the effect resistance. You might want to swap the you know, the imprint depending on the situation, of course. But 16.8% crit chance, that's actually a lot of stats right there. I would say, like, again, her artifact, if there's a lot of AoE attacks that doesn't hit so hard, then like, yeah, if you're fighting like a Dizzy, you can get a lot of CR throughout the whole fight. If you're fighting a Seaside Bellona, yes, I mean, she could get a lot of combat turnedness. So Snow Crystal has definitely its use. You don't have to use it on this hero too. You could try it on other warriors, but it's not a limited artifact, so I don't recommend that you pull for this artifact because it doesn't have something super special. Like, it's just like some CR here on non-crits. I mean, you could be using Durandal, but you do have to be below 75% health, I believe, to trigger the CR push. But yeah, it definitely has its use. And be careful if you're using a CR pusher. If you get pushed back because of Bazaar, and then this Snow Crystal might push her like ahead of, let's say, my Holiday Euphine. So yeah, had to switch to another artifact. I had to switch to this Draco plate is actually pretty decent, even though if they're not critting you, then you don't get the you know, damage reduction from the critical hits portion, but still crit damage increase pretty nice. I talked about during the video about artifacts that you can be using for this hero. Something I do wonder is that, what about her anti-crit buff, right? What about versus fire? Fire has 50% chance of missing ice. Is it additive with the anti-crit chance buff? Is it the same as evasion? Like Remnant Violet has 50% evasion, and then they have decreased hit chance debuff on them, so they will always miss on Remnant Violet. Or Holiday Euphine has that 50% you know, evasion buff at full health. Like versus Bazaar, like Earth, 50% chance of missing. They have 100% chance of missing. Is it additive with you know, the anti-crit chance? Like, let us know in the comment section how that works, because I'm very curious. If you're going to be bringing her in Arena Guild Wars or like World Arena against one fire hero or multiple of them, then of course she's going to be much better with her Snow Crystal artifact. You're going to be getting a lot of value out of that. Like Lilius, you know, AoE attack with the skill number 3. Holiday Euphine, the AoE on skill number 3. The skill 1 will though be at elemental... will not be at elemental disadvantage, so you cannot use the 50% misting. But still, like, that artifact is actually pretty good. I mean, not game breaking, and I wouldn't say that her damage is high enough to put her like on a Portrait of the Saviors. Maybe if I had her on a slower build with her health percentage on the main stat of her boots, maybe that would work, right? If I really want to land that one shot. But she cannot one shot evasion heroes with 20,000 health. If I had her at 30,000 health, she still wouldn't be able to do it because the damage was not high enough. Like, I've seen like 4,000 against Remnant Violet on a non-crit, and that's a miss, only dealing 75% of normal damage. And even with 30,000 health, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be able to do it. And even if you had more than 30,000, like, it's still not enough. So you can go... maybe you could go with a super fast build to get the anti-crit buff going. Just make sure there's no strip coming your way, unless you're going to be using that with heroes that have high effect resistance on your team, and then you could put it to good use. That means like you could have her on a much faster build, and she could be cycling and assisting with some damage, but she won't be able to deal as much damage as the way I've built her, right, with high crit damage and decent health. So yeah, I want to showcase Choux in Guild Wars later on. I want to showcase her in World Arena as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. Let us know what you think about this hero in the comments section. But that's really it for this one. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. I got playlists of all sorts for PvE and PvP, Arena, Guild Wars, guides tips and how to the best floor 62+, as well as best starter guides for our ultimate game players. Join Discord, over 2,000 members, and check my second YouTube channel for more Epic 7 gameplay videos. But that's really it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.